Hello everybody, this is Craig from 9Volt Games, and today I'm going to discuss my thoughts on competitive gaming. I wasn't going to do a video like this, but actually the Combo Breaker tournament that is currently going on this weekend has actually prompted me to say something about this. Now, when I did my my Mortal Kombat Hype Week, I actually grabbed the attention of James Fink, who's an OG Mortal Kombat dude who had a hand in bringing the original Mortal Kombat to the consoles, which he talks to me on Twitter now, and it's fucking amazing to me. But he's a no bullshit kind of guy, and I like this. And he shares the same views that I do when it comes to Mortal Kombat nowadays. And what happened was, if any of you watched the Combo Breaker Mortal Kombat thing, a lot of people don't know, but they're excited about it, and I see it on Twitter, and they're like, oh my god, this dude Dizzy came out and took out Sonic Fox. Now, Sonic Fox was the person to beat. The young dude, he was the person to beat. And I like when I see it's like younger people. Washing machine. Hold on a second. I like seeing when it's younger people coming up, and you know, mainly with the Call of Duty and stuff, it's younger people coming up, and they're taking the reins while us old fuckers are, and yes, I'm an old fucker, you know, are sitting back and we're watching because our time's kind of passed. I know there's some older people out there, but like even if you look at the fighting game community, IFC Yipes and Alex Valle, even though I call him Alex Vale, like, you know, your time is done, but they have their place in the community, and you know, they're kind of like leaders, but. This guy Sonic Fox, he was the person to beat. He's a fantastic player, and this guy Dizzy came out and beat him. And what a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people are lighting up on Twitter, be like, "Oh my God, this guy Dizzy is fantastic." People don't understand that he worked for NetherRealm as a tester, and he quit a few days before this tournament. Now, if this is what James Fink was saying, and he was ranting about it on Twitter, and you know, a handful of people were paying attention to it, but I definitely paid attention to this, and I've always known that, you know, pros they play test for these games. Like Arturo Sanchez play tested for Injustice. He's one of the more well known gamers. So it's kind of irritating to me that they let him even do the tournament. It should not even be a thing. And this was for Combo Breaker. Now, Capcom has a thing for the Capcom Cup that if you work for Capcom or any of your relatives work for Capcom, you are ineligible to play in a tournament to collect money. So it's kind of like they just stopped paying this dude, and then they paid him to win the fucking tournament. And it gives you an unfair advantage, and then people are like, well, I mean, you could play and you can learn, like Sonic Fox, he knows how to fucking play the game. It doesn't matter. This guy's... has inside information. He knows the frame data. He's the one who helped shape the game to what it is. One of the people. And you should not be allowed to play a tournament that way. And what's happening is, to me, like Call of Duty, you know, the first-person shooter community, the best person I know way back in the day was Fatality. I actually got to play with him in Doom 3, and it was fucking awesome. But what's happening is we're letting these people become like celebrities. In actuality, they're not. They're just like us. They're gamers. The only difference is they get paid for it. But, you know, like think of someone who's online on YouTube, not like me, but who actually collects money for it. They're paid to play games too, and they're not celebrities. And I know some of these people who are higher than me, and they make money for it. And I know some people personally who make money playing games, and, you know, it hasn't gone to their head, and they're not, you know, celebrities. And in the fighting game community, to me, the fighting game community used to be humble, and it used to be community. Now it's just competitive, and it's the names that you know and love, and they're so much better than you. But in reality, it's not. Like, when we were at PAX 2 years ago, we were out on a terrace at an after party drinking with Martin, and all he was talking to us about was getting paid to play League of Legends and how badly he had to take a shit. And that was awesome because we were nobodies, but we're sitting there and he's talking to us like, you know, like nothing. Like, it's not a big deal, even though the party was filled with people like him, and you know, even Justin Wong gave us a nod, and it's awesome. We actually met him a few times, and they're just humble dudes. And what I don't like about it now, it's like, you know, I really don't like CEO. I really don't. Like, we saw this dude before CEO started to blow up. We saw this dude at a panel at PAX, and everyone was just shitting on him. Markman was shitting on him, everybody. And they're trying to make it like a big spectacle like wrestling. And CEO is the worst at it because I've actually watched Alex Jabali. As much as I used to like him, Alex Jabali is starting to cause like drama between, you know, the bigger name players like Perfect Legend and Sonic Fox, and they're just like, get out of here with that bullshit. We don't like it. Well, now it's causing even more drama because someone like Dizzy is playing in tournaments, and he shouldn't be playing in tournaments, at least not for Mortal Kombat X, because he was a playtester in it, and that's the shit that should be brought to light, but that's not the stuff that's being brought to light. It's fucking irritating. And then I was like, you know what? Where is this stemming from? And then I look at the Call of Duty community, and my little brother wants to be a pro Call of Duty player so bad. He wants to be part of the fucking phase unit, whatever that is. And I don't know much about Call of Duty enough to speak on it. However, for some reason, some of you people that I follow on Twitter, you like to blow up this guy named Keemstar. So I looked into him. Really? Really? 400,000 followers for this dude, and all he does is report drama for fighting game players? Guys, fighting games, esports, whatever, it's not as big as a regular sport. It's still a community. We're still a community of people. This is why we're better, in my opinion. This is why gamers are better, even though we're having our ups and downs, especially with the Gamergate and SWJ bullshit, SJW bullshit, and feminist crap and all this stuff going on. Like, we have our ups and downs, but pretty much the core of us who don't partake in this stuff, we're a community. You know, I'm not a very competitive gamer. Some of you who've played games with me online know that most of my nights when I'm playing games like Mortal Kombat, if I'm doing King of the Hill, 99% of what we're doing is jokes. I'm really not even paying attention to what's going on. I just like to sit down and have fun with people. And that's what, you know, like Evo started out with. Evo had a cash prize. We were bringing people from other countries, you know, and Daigo and Justin Wong, like that was the highlight of, for me, for competitive fighting gaming. And they were great people to watch. But the fact is, we all came together to watch these people, regardless who won. They had an awesome moment, The Beast, if you guys never looked it up. But it's turning into just such a fucking shit thing, and I can't stand it. And you know, it's, you could tell it's not a big deal because celebrities, woo, sponsors won't even send these celebrities to the actual tournaments, which is ridiculous. That shows you how infantile this whole thing is. So the fact that people want to start drama between pro players and they're making their living off of doing it and they're promoting their own shit for doing it is kind of sad, considering we're not big enough to actually send our people to places to compete where you have to go on your own time. So this is why when people ask me about anything competitive, that's ridiculous, I'm not a competitive person. That hair is ridiculous. I look like the Blue Iris from Dr. Mario. So yeah. So there, I guess I've actually had this question a few times through the years about competitive gaming, and you know, my little brother, I don't know what he thinks I do online, but no, Jake, I don't fucking, I don't play games for money, and I never would throw down for money. Like, me and Dan have placed gentlemen's bets on things like, you know, drinks or who's buying lunch at work, but nothing to the extent of I'm gonna give up my life now. And I like what I do, and I'd never do it for money, you know. I want to do the documentary for money, but you know, I've made people quit playing Mortal Kombat. Not so much Mortal Kombat X, because I haven't been on it, but MK9, like I have a person I play MKX with now constantly, and he's brought his friends in. I actually made a friend of his. I wish I could remember this guy's name, and I wish I recorded it, but this kid was talking so much shit. That's the only time I get competitive, is when someone's talking shit about everybody in the room. And I destroyed this kid, and he hasn't played Mortal Kombat X, as far as I know, since. But even like Bilo will tell you, he stopped playing Mortal Kombat 9 because of me. And I did matches, open matches at PAX where I was beating people and people were beating me, but am I ever going to go for it for money? No. And if I did, and I was getting paid, I'm not going to get paid much more than I get paid right now at my job. But guys, keep a level head. You're ruining competitive gaming to the point I don't even want to watch Evo because of all this shit. I definitely won't watch CEO. But I don't play Street Fighter at a huge level like I play Mortal Kombat. Look at that. I got Mortal Kombat poster right there. I love Mortal Kombat, but I just won't do it because the community, even more so, the community is so unappealing. I don't know. That's my thought about competitive gaming. Hopefully it makes sense. Thank you guys for watching.